नमस्ते सब लोग, क्या हालचाल। जैसे सबको डाउट था कि सर 201 रुपए में बैच है, क्या क्या ही करवा सकते हो आप, इंटरव्यूज अच्छे से नहीं हो पाएंगे एंड ऑल। So, we are presenting you one of the clips of our demo classroom showing how we are initiating the interviews and adding with the review part. Don't forget to subscribe for more updates and tips.
May I come in, sir?
Come in.
Can I have a seat?
Yeah, please.
Good evening,
As
sir.
I can, good evening, good evening. As I can see in this biodata of yours, you are quite an intriguing guy. So let's start with your introduction.
Good evening, sir. As you said, my name is Kanishk. I am from Mandsaur, Madhya Pradesh. I done my schooling from there itself. Coming to my academics, I scored 94% in my class 10th and 87% in my class 12th. I was class topper in class 11th and school topper in national level science challenge search examination. During my time at school, I served as house captain for 2 consecutive years, which helped me develop strong leadership and organizational skills. I am also a state level cricket player, so I know how to work with a team of diverse individuals towards a common goal. I believe my academic achievement, leadership experience, and teamwork skills make me well suited for the challenges and opportunities in Merchant Navy.
Okay, that's all for introduction, right?
Yes.
Okay, you have pretty much told about yourself. So let's listen something about your parents also. What does your parents do?
Uh, I come from a close-knit family of four. My parents are both government employees. My father works in revenue department and my mother is a government school teacher. I also have a younger sister. She is currently studying in class 12th. From my
Okay.
early childhood, my parents emphasized on the importance of hard work, integrity, and education. That has helped me in my both personal as well as professional life. And this is what about my family.
Okay, so you have touched the topic about your parents and how they have helped you in your moral values in your life. So in that point, I want to ask you, so do you think the way our parents groom us, does that affect in how we are
Yes,
right now?
they are responsible for setting up the base, inculcating the values and the uh, sense of belonging to them. So it's important to have a good upbringing. It shapes the future of a person.
Okay, so touching upon that, what does your father do? May I ask it again?
My father works in revenue department. He's a government employee.
Okay, he's a government employee, and I can see that it's a wonderful job, but why did you not apply for that?
Sir, I have different career goals and aspirations, and to join my father's profession anyway, I would have to write an exam which I am not eligible for currently.
Okay, first you are not eligible. So suppose if you would be eligible and at that time, would you have still chosen this line?
No, sir. I have a different career aspirations and goals, so it doesn't align with my interests and goals.
Okay, you have a different aspect in your life. So does that aspect only include merchant navy? Why not defense forces?
Yes, sir. I tried for defense forces. I wrote the ND exam. I took the ND exam twice, but I wasn't able to clear it in any of the attempt. So it was
Twice.
really
What was
disappointing.
your IMUCT rank?
My IMUCT rank was 3139.
3139. I can see that you have scored pretty decent and also IMUCT also. So bring me one comparison between the NDA exam and IMUCT exam or in this merchant navy field.
In ND exams, the general test part comprises of history, geography, politics, and current affairs. That's a significant number. Many questions are asked from that section, whereas in IMUCT exam, it doesn't test you on that. It only tests you on PCM and your aptitude. So it
Okay.
is the main difference.
So I want to ask Anis, if you have scored 3139 rank in IMUCT and I think you have pretty much grasped in that PCM also, right? In 12th
Yes.
also, you have told you are a topper in 11th and 12th. I have also given the NDA exam and I can pretty much say that if you are pretty much good in science part and little bit good in maths part, you could have cleared NDA exam also. But
Uh,
what was the lacking part in you? Why were you
uh,
not able to clear it?
but physics chemistry was really cake for work for me. But the history, geography, and the politics part, and also the current affairs. That really caused problem to me. I wasn't good at that, and it has been after 10th I didn't study history and geography at all. So I was lacking in that part, and that's where I think I lost the race.
Okay, so you have a thorough understanding of yourself also, of your weaknesses also. So on that point, I want to ask you, what are your strengths?
One of my strengths is leadership ability. Having served as house captain for 2 consecutive years, I have developed strong leadership and organizational skills. I know how to manage and motivate a team effectively, how to extract best from an individual, how to push them to their limits, and how to encourage them so that they can go for the glory. Also, as a state level cricket player, I know how to work in a team setting, how to work with team of diverse individual towards a common goal. That is essential in merchant navy because many a time I might experience that I'm sailing with diverse crew from different nationalities. There it is important to have good teamwork skills with effective communication that will help in decision making. Also, as a state level athlete, I maintain high level of physical fitness and stamina, which is essential for the physically demanding nature of this job. These are some of my strengths.
Yeah, very good. About your strengths, you are well known about your strengths. Then, do you have any idea about your weaknesses?
Yes, sir. One of my weaknesses overcommitment. In my eagerness to help others and get involved, I sometimes commit too much, but I'm learning to prioritize my task and manage my time better. Also, I have tendency of perfectionism, which ensures that I spend extra time making sure that everything is just right and in place. While this ensures high quality work, I'm learning to not to get knack of this perfectionism. Also, uh, I'm a bit impatient with slow progress, especially in group settings when the progress is not measurable even after a few days. So I get bit impatient in that. These
Okay,
are few of my strengths, weaknesses.
you have told about your weaknesses. I will come to that later part also. So, moving to our next question, what are your hobbies?
Uh, my hobbies include playing cricket, football, and volleyball occasionally. Anything that keeps me physically occupied and physically active, I like doing that. It can be as basic as going for a walk around the park or running or exercise. These are some of my hobbies.
Okay. Kanesh, I want to divert your attention somewhere. If I'm asking about your hobby, we do it in our leisure time, right?
Yes.
So, if we are spending our leisure time in that, so if we are doing something, so what can you say in this part that what actually these hobbies and all brings something out of you?
Yes, sir. It's important to have good hobbies that help you maintain your productivity and help you enhance your skills. That also aligns with your interests and goals, so that it you will not come to know that I'm working hard, but at the same time you will grow as a person while pursuing your hobbies itself. And many times your hobby becomes your career if you do that diligently.
Okay. So next question, if you move to the next question, why do you see merchant navy as a very good career if you are choosing this?
Merchant Navy, I have always been fascinated by the sea and maritime activities. The idea of traveling the world, experiencing different cultures, and working on this state-of-the-art vessel excites me. Merchant Navy offers a unique and rewarding career with plenty of opportunities for growth and specialization. The skills I gain here will be invaluable for my future. I believe I have the right mix of skills, experience, and qualities which are essential for a successful career in merchant navy. Also, being part of merchant navy means contributing directly to global trade and commerce, ensuring smooth and efficient transportation of goods across the world. I find this aspect particularly fulfilling. Also, as a merchant navy officer, you have to be disciplined, have strong resilience, and adaptable to different changing conditions. This will help me grow as a person, and that's why I want to join merchant navy.
Okay, guys, you want to join merchant navy, and if I recall it correct, one of your statement is you will be directly contributing in global trade, right?
Yes.
And very good, and congratulations on that. That in near future you will be contributing in global trade. But on that note, I want to ask you, you have told us about the merchant navy, but do you know the main demerits of merchant navy?
Yes, there are few demerits as well. Your social life can go on a toss while you're completing your contracts of 6 to 10 months. You are away from your family, friends, and you're completely socially isolated. So where it's demeritus. Some person might feel homesickness due to this, but you have to accept it and you have to work accordingly.
Okay, so you are thorough with the demerits, right? If
Yes,
I give
and
you one situation that suppose you are on board and sometimes you may feel pressurized and sometimes you may feel that some things are out of your hand at that time, how will you handle those situations?
it's important to remain calm and composed, and it's important to keep your cool and then think thoroughly about where I am lacking and what is the exact situation I am going to address. So you'll definitely find an answer.
Okay, that's pretty much a good answer for that. And if I come to the next question, as you have told many things about you, there are lots of cadets sitting right outside you, right? But out of them, why should I hire you?
I possess unique combination of skills and qualities that make give me an edge over the others. Other might be very good, but my leadership experience, which is essential in merchant navy, because in future I'm going to be a third officer, then second officer, and eventually a captain. So it's important to have a good leadership, good command over leadership skills. Also, you have to work with team of diverse individuals. So it's important to have a good teamwork skills, have effective communication, uh, proper decision making and strategic decision making skills. Critical thinking skills are important there. So that are few of the qualities. Also, strong work ethic and commitment. My academic achievement reveals that I've always been dedicated and disciplined throughout my journey, and I will maintain the same level of dedication towards my job also. So these are the few of the qualities that give me an edge over the others.
Okay. Does your family supports you to join this field?
Yes, sir. They never restricted me from joining this field. They never asked me why you're going in this field and all. They just told me.
Ganesh, let me cut you here. Sorry for that. I want to get one opinion from you as you have told that your father is in a government job, right?
Yes,
And in our India, we know that if somebody is in government job, they mostly want their child or someone to be in government job only because of the benefits and perks. Everyone knows it, right?
yes.
So, how did you convince your parents? How did you especially convince your father for this?
I didn't really have to convince them. They never really pressurized me to get into government job only. They just told me whatever you want to do, you can do, but make sure that you do with full dedication and discipline. And they never really asked me to join government services or something like that.
Okay, it's actually good. What is your favorite subject?
My favorite subject is physics.
Physics.
Yes.
Okay. Any work experience do you have?
No, sir. I'm a class 12 student, and after that, start preparing for IMUCT and all the entrance exam that a person can give after class 12. So I didn't really have work experience.
Okay. So when was the year when the quarantine happened in our country?
The lockdown was happened in 2020. It was March 2020 when the lockdown was imposed by the government of India.
Okay, 2020. So what skills did you learn in that period of time?
I was in class 10th that time, so I used to spend my time studying for class 10th, and also used to do meditation and yoga in my free time, because it was important to keep your mind and body healthy at that difficult time. It was a difficult situation. We were all confined to our home, so it's important to develop a productive routine. So there I learned meditation, yoga.
Okay, you have learned meditation and yoga. So if I may ask, if you know some of the posters or if you know some of the names of yoga posters or something, tell me about that.
Yes, sir. Vrikshasana. It's stretching your arms upwards, stretching your whole body upwards towards the sky. It's Vrikshasana. Also, uh, Garudasana, folding your hands and standing in a tree-like position, Garudasana. And this is the few yoga poses I can recollect right now.
Okay, that's good. You are even thorough with that. Is there anyone in Merchant Navy from your family?
No, not from my family, but one of my friend's father is in Merchant Navy, and one of our neighbor is in Merchant Navy. So from there, I got to know about Merchant Navy.
Okay, so that's pretty much for the non-tech questions. So should we go for technical questions, Dennis?
Yes, sir, sure.
Okay, so as I can recall that the favorite subject you have told me is physics. So should I
Yes.
go with physics first or something else?
Yeah, as you wish.
Okay, as I wish, then I'll not go with physics. Define Boyle's law and Charles' law.
Boyle's law states that at constant temperature, pressure of a gas is inversely proportional to its volume. Charles' law states that at constant pressure, volume of a gas is directly proportional to its temperature.
Okay, as you have chosen this field, do you know what is Archimedes' principle?
Archimedes' principle states that when a body is fully or partially immersed in a fluid, it will experience an upward force which is known as buoyant force, and this force is equal to the weight of the fluid displaced by the body.
Okay, then what is the law of flotation?
It is same as Archimedes' principle only. Archimedes' principle is also known as law of flotation.
Okay, then how does it helps a ship to float?
Uh,
How
can
does
you
it help ship to float?
Shifts are based on Archimedes' principle, which states that when a body is fully or partially immersed in a fluid, it will experience an upward force which is known as buoyant force, and this force is equal to the weight of the fluid displaced by the body.
Oh,
Ships are designed in such a way that they displaces large volume of water, which generates a buoyant force greater than the weight of the ship. So that's how they float.
okay. So when birds do not get electrocuted sitting on an electrical wire,
Birds are not good conductor of electricity. That's why they do not. But if a other bird touches the bird sitting on the wire, the bird will get roasted.
okay. Please repeat the answer. I was not able to get it.
Bird is not a good conductor of electricity. But if another bird touches the bird sitting on the wire, she will get roasted.
Okay. What is Ohm's law?
Ohm's law states that the potential difference across the ends of a wire is directly proportional to the current flowing through it.
Okay. What is Avogadro's law?
Avogadro's law states that equal uh, for a different gases, equal volume of different gases contains equal number of particles.
What is Gay-Lussac's law?
Gay-Lussac's law states that at constant volume, pressure of a gas is directly proportional to its temperature.
Okay, so you are pretty much thorough with this also. Let's go with another questions and all. Do you have any SIP knowledge?
Ship knowledge, yes, I have few knowledge about ship, some knowledge.
Oh, so in there we have some of the equipments named sonar, radar, and also what actually is radar?
Radar stands for radio uh, navig- uh,
Okay,
radio.
okay, that's all, Ganesh. It's all right.
It uses radio waves to identify the direction, speed, and position of a underwater object. It transmits radio waves which bounce off from an object, and then it determines the speed, direction, and position of the object.
Okay. Do you know what is an echo?
Echo is the phenomena of repeating of sound.
Echo is phenomena of repeating sound, right?
Yes.
Okay, so what is a mirage?
Mirage is the phenomena of forming a blurred image or a distorted image of a distant object, especially in desert or in the areas where there is high temperature. It happens due to total interreflection.
Okay, so what is the difference between evaporation and boiling?
Uh, Evaporation, it's the phenomena in which it's the process in which the liquid is converted into gaseous state. Uh, Evaporation causes cooling, and boiling point is the point at which the external pressure becomes equal to the vapor pressure of the object.
Okay. Do you know what is an anchor?
Anchor, yes, anchor is used to used to stand the ship. If you have to, if it if a ship is on anchor, the ship can only move around a fixed path, a
What is
circle.
a bulbous bow?
It is the front part of the ship.
Front part, which part? Be more specific.
I'm not pretty sure of it.
Okay, it's all right. That's okay. For the SIP part and all, we'll come to that later. And let's move to the next question. Do you know what are the duties of a deck cadet?
Yes, duties of deck cadet is also known as trainee navigating officer. So deck cadet has to learn. He's there for training. He has to learn all the operations going on the deck side of the ship and how all the operations are carried forward. He has to work in maintaining the equipments, participating in safety drills, assisting the officers in navigation and watchkeeping.
Okay, let's move to the next question then. Where will rice boil faster? Ladakh or Kerala?
Ladakh or
Kerala.
rice will
South
boil
part
fast.
or north part?
Rice will boil faster in Kerala.
Why do you think so?
Because Ladakh is at high point, and as we go higher, the atmospheric pressure decreases. At the same time, boiling point also decreases. Uh, boiling point increases. That's why the rice will boil faster at Kerala because of low atmospheric pressure at Ladakh.
Okay, what is Heisenberg's uncertainty principle?
Heisenberg uncertainty principle it is a fundamental concept in quantum mechanics. It was given by scientist Werner Heisenberg in 1927. It states that it is impossible to simultaneously know both exact position and exact momentum of a particle.
Okay, what is a black body?
A black body is an ideal body which absorbs all the electromagnetic radiation incident on it and does not reflect a single light back.
Okay, so let's move to a little bit of general knowledge and all. What exactly is a longitude?
Longitude refers to the distance north or south of the equator. It happens from 0 degree at equator to 90 degree at poles.
Are you sure about that?
Uh, Not pretty sure.
That's all right. Tell me something about Panama Canal.
Panama Canal was formed in 1914. It connects Atlantic Ocean and Pacific Ocean. It is 82 kilometers long in length.
How do you think acid rain forms?
Acid rain forms due to chemical compounds such as sulfur dioxide, carbon dioxide, and all concentration of these gases.
Tell me more about this acid rain. How does it affect in the environment and all?
I do not have the complete information about that.
Okay. Do you know something about the Taj Mahal when the marble of it was getting eroded and all due to
Yeah, it
acid
was
rain?
being affected due to acid rain, and it was corroded due to acid rain. But not do not know the exact situation what is going on.
Okay. So that's all for today, and especially non-tech and talk tech part. It's all right. So if we go to the math section, we can't have that right now because we have to write it and all.
Yes.
And let's move to the review part. From your first, I think your non-tech part, right? So non-tech part, you are very much good with it. Even if somebody who is better than me in taking an interview and all, even if he takes interview of you, he can't pinpoint many things, but there are few things which you are lacking right now. One of the first thing is eye contact. You may not see me right now, you may not, but I can see your eyes moving here and there all times. If you are confident, I know you are very much confident with your answers,
Sir, I
right?
would like to make one point here. Here, I'm not pretty sure whether to look at your screen, at the screen or the camera. So that's why I'm moving my eyes to the
Yeah,
screen.
yeah, I know. That's why I
Uh,
pointed it out.
in the
You
actual
may not see
interview,
me right now.
in the actual interview, the interviewers will be in front of me. So there's no point in regarding eye contact. I can directly see them and I will see their
Okay,
face.
okay, that's one point. And another thing. Yesterday, when I asked you why should I hire the cadets, why should I hire you instead of cadets sitting outside? You
Yes.
have given me the same exact answer as you have given me today, right?
Today I tweaked the answer. I also told that the candidate sitting outside might be good enough, but I possess a unique combination of skills which give me an edge.
And when have you exactly said that?
Uh, in my initial lines only.
No, you
You
have
can
not.
ask this guy Shivam sitting with me.
You may, but I actually have not heard it, I think.
I
But
remember
from
you told me last
from
time.
next time, yeah, yeah. And last time also I have pointed out the same thing. Okay, from next time,
Yes.
please pretty be bold about the same. Actual, the first sentence only, that the guy
Okay.
sitting, cadet sitting outside may not be much better than you, or you may not be better than them, but then you can start with all the qualities that you have,
Yes. Today
because
I mentioned that.
the qualities you have is actually good.
Yes.
And if I pinpoint one more section, you have to improve the part where you are saying your weaknesses. Your weaknesses, one is overcommitment, one is perfectionism, and one is impatience. All these three things are, I think, you are going overboard with the weakness part. Just cut it. You don't have to be very thorough with these weaknesses, because we don't know what the interviewers may think. We don't know what they may actually perceive. You may want to say something else, okay, but we don't know what they may actually perceive.
Uh,
You
uh,
can tell some weaknesses, but I think one, impatience. This you have to remove, because in
so
merchant navy,
okay, okay. I will add
impatience.
that I trust people too easily and I'll remove that impatience.
One more thing I remember. When you are mentioning your weaknesses, you mention how to overcome them, right?
Yes.
But actually, in that part, when you are mentioning the part where you are overcoming it, the interviewers are not able to understand how you are doing it. Because first, you are very thorough with the overcommitment. Okay, you have said, sir, this about overcommitment. But the part when you are actually saying is, what are the steps you are doing to overcome it? At that time, you are not very well with that of how to overcome those
I just
things.
said that I'm learning to prioritize my tasks and manage my time better. So these are the only way you can prevent overcommitment. And I think this weaknesses are good in a way that if a guy is working more than what is demanded, then it is a good quality in a sense. But it is weakness for me, but not for the company. If you see from company's point of view, it is not a weakness at all. If a guy is working willing to work for 10 hours a day instead of 8, so it's a good thing for company. And uh, perfectionism is also good if everything is
That's what I'm saying. What the interviewers may perceive, even you don't know, even I don't know, right?
yes.
So the way you have answered right now, this should be the answer when you are giving the weaknesses. It may not be a weakness point from the company's view, okay? The
Yes.
way you have said perfectionist and all, that actually may not be a very bad thing for an interview for the company, okay? But if you feel it is, then it's a different thing.
Mm.
And I think that's pretty much for your non-tech part, and other things are good. And if we come to your tech part, you are pretty much thorough with the tech part, but yeah, especially focus on your ship knowledge. You are a little bit lacking in your ship knowledge. Ship knowledge, don't touch it too deep. You just have to know little bit of the measurements and all. Like in ship knowledge, we have nautical miles, we have fathom, we have anchor, we have hull, we have this and that. So
Yes.
ship's part and all this, especially in Anglo, they have asked many a times what actually a fathom is.
One fathom is equal to 6 feet, which is 1.83 meter and 183
Yeah.
centimeter.
Okay, that's it. And all these things, just keep this in mind. And one more thing, I think, yeah, that's it. You are pretty much thorough with it. And if we do this every day, if we are doing this every day, then I think there is no one who is going to reject you.
Yeah.
Just take it in a positive way. Don't let it go in your head. And I think you pretty much know it by yourself also, that you are pretty much good in this.
Yes,
If
sir.
even if somebody else comes in, I think instead of me, if somebody else take your interview, they will also say the same thing. You are pretty much good with it, but don't let it go in your head. That's all. And yeah, I have given you the task of the Anglo essay and all, right?
Yes.
Yeah, just go through them also. If you have done the Anglo essay and all, just send the pictures to me. I'll review it, or I'll ask somebody to review it, and I think that's good enough. Okay,
Okay.
let's
Thank
end
you.
our meeting today here. Okay. Yes, Sivam.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, that's pretty was a good one. Yeah. Yesterday also when you were doing that introduction part, today it was good. Yesterday you were going in a very fast pace, right?
Yes.
Today, yeah, one more thing in your introduction part, you have not mentioned anything about your parents in the interview part. In the introduction part, you
But
just have to mention at least someone, not everyone, but you have left everyone from the introduction. You have not mentioned your father,
yes.
mother, nothing.
But it is the question is introduce yourself. So how would I
Ah,
mention my family? Yeah,
it's
earlier I
all
used
right.
to. Yeah, tomorrow I give you in full introduction of mine, including my family, and also some people gave me suggestion that you are combining two questions in one answer. That
Yeah,
is,
yeah, that's what I
introduce
said
yourself
yesterday
and tell me
also.
about your family background. So I
Yeah,
just
Kanis.
remove that family all apart.
No, no, listen, listen. Yeah, that's actually one thing. In one of my video also, I've actually said it. If we indulge too many things in introduction, then for an interviewer, for me, there is nothing to ask. But if you leave everything, then I have to ask everything. Then I'll not be able to jump into the technical part, which you are very good with. Right
Yes,
now, I can see in technical part you are very good, right? So
yes.
give the interviewer a chance to jump into the technical part
That's why I
because
cut short my introduction part. I removed the family part completely.
yeah. So and family part just include someone like your including your parents only parents name. What does your parents do? Simple, nothing else. Don't include your mother or someone. Yeah, mother you can say my mother. She is a supportive pillar of my family.
Okay.
That's it. Only two lines, nothing more. And
Yes.
Shivam, you have anything else to add? Okay, connects. That's it from our side.
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
guys, because I actually want to see you in Anglo, yeah. Because the
Yeah,
way you are giving
I'm
your
working hard
answer,
on it. I
it's very good. And let me give you an example, yeah. Previous time when we were preparing the boys for free at that time, we had one guy who was pretty like you only, but he was not very thorough with the basics. You are thorough with the basics, but we knew that he will be cracking the Anglo. But I
yes,
don't know what happened. He did not get into Anglo, but after few tries, got into Anglo at that time. So I do not want that to happen to you. You have done everything thorough. You are very much thorough with it. Just practice it every day till the time the interview
yes,
comes. And I want you to be the first one to get into Anglo because
yes.
that's what happens in Anglo. They give prioritize. They prioritize everyone who comes first.
Yeah, first come, first serve basis is
Yeah, and they will ask you questions like that also. If you are very much good with your non-tech part, they will cut short in technical part and they'll select you. But if
yeah,
the technical part is not good, then they will reschedule you. But the
yes.
time you will be rescheduling at that time, many boys will snatch the seat that you will be coming for, right?
Yeah, I understand that, and that's why I'm focusing on maths and essay part. Because essay sets the tone. Essay is the first thing that you do and go and do there. So if
Yeah,
you
yeah, let's just do that,
essay,
do that. Every day we'll practice. And when the batch officially starts, it's just that you have done your written and all. When the batch officially starts, at that time, you can even be a leader of the group and you can also utilize your time and everybody's time also. Just you can
yes,
ask them yourself because you know everything. You just
yes,
have to be thorough again and again, again and again, so that the moment you are delivering it in front of an interviewer, there should not be any error. Just like
yes,
that.
got it.
Okay, Kanis, let's put an end to it. And it was good talking to you. Okay, let's do it again tomorrow.
Thank you so much.
Okay, Kanis, welcome. Bye bye.